verses. Then the man who visited Abraham got up from their meal and started on towards Sodom. Abraham went with them part of the way. The Lord asked, "Should I hide my plan from Abraham? For Abraham will become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth will be blessed through him. I have singled him out so that he will direct his sons and daughters and their families to keep the way of the Lord and do what is right and just. Then I will do for him all that I have promised." So the Lord told Abraham, "I have heard that people of Sodom and Gomorrah are extremely evil and that everything they do is wicked. I am going down to see whether or not these reports are true. Then I will know." Then the man went on toward Sodom, while the Lord remained with Abraham for a while. Abraham approached God and said, "Will you destroy both innocent and guilty alike? Suppose you find 50 innocent people there within the city. Will you still destroy it and not spare it for their sakes? Surely you would not do such a thing, destroying the innocent with the guilty. Why? You would be treating the innocent and the guilty exactly the same. Surely you would not do that. Would not the judge of all the earth do what is right?" And the Lord replied, "If I find 50 innocent people in Sodom, I will spare the entire city for their sake." Then Abraham spoke again, "Since I have begun, let me go on and speak further to my Lord, even though I am but dust and ashes. Suppose there are only 45. Will you destroy the city for the lack of 5? And the Lord said, "I will not destroy it if I find 45. Then Abraham pressed his request further. "Suppose there are only 40. And the Lord replied, "I will not destroy it if there are 40. "Please don't be angry with me, Lord," Abraham pleaded. "Let me speak. Suppose only 30 are found." And the Lord replied, "I will not destroy it if there are 30. Then Abraham said, "Since I have dared to speak to the Lord, let me continue. Suppose there are only 20. And the Lord said, "Then I will not destroy it for the sake of 20. Finally, Abraham said, "Lord, please do not be angry. I will speak but once more. Suppose only 10 are found there." And the Lord said, "Then for the sake of the 10, I will not destroy it." The Lord went on, and Abraham returned to his tent. It's a marvelous story about the founding of our faith. Of course, everyone understands that God Almighty knows everything and is all-powerful. This story is not about bargaining with God. This story is about education of Abraham and his descendants, his children, education of us. I take it as an teaching of us how to be merciful, how to be tolerant, how to be forgiving. Not always we find people who are exactly like we are, but compassion is the most important part of our faith. And this story from the beginning of learnings of Abraham, are telling us this truth. Justice, faith in one God, is deeply rooted in our hearts. You only need to expand it by mercy.